Here I have the Vivosun VCure Smart Drying and Curing box. Now, it wasn't too long ago, actually, yeah, it was several years ago when I had mentioned in a video or two that I think drying boxes like this are the future. Now, I'm not knocking traditional drying in a tent, but being able to put your plant into a box like this and then come back several days later and have that perfectly dried is definitely a game changer. So really excited to unbox this today. Want to give thanks to Vivosun for sending me this. I'm one of the few people that are getting this early. They wanted me to film this unboxing video and show you guys what comes in the box and give my first impressions on what I think about it. Vivosun also hooks up my viewers with a discount code so you can save not only on this, but any of the products on their website or Amazon. Code for that is Mr. Grow 15. And I just want to mention, this is a unboxing first impressions video. This isn't a review video by any means. I've never used this before. So again, just gonna unbox it. Let's see what it looks like. Let's get the first impressions and then we'll go from there. So let's talk about some of the features. This has an advanced inverter compressor system. So that way it actually has cooling. It has an intelligent ventilation system, automated vapor balance system, and it is smart app controlled. Now on the glass here, it does have a smart dimming privacy glass. So it actually switches between clear and frosted with one touch. It's app controlled child lock. That's gonna help prevent my 2-year-old from being able to get into it. Has an integrated lighting system, so you'll be able to turn on that light when needed to see inside. It's FDA grade stainless steel shelves, so it's food safe, corrosion resistant, and they tested to ensure maximum weight and lasting durability. It doesn't have a water tank in it, but for folks that are in extremely dry environments, they have an optional refill method, so you can provide water as needed. And again, one of the biggest things about this is you can monitor and adjust the perimeters from your smartphone. So completely app controlled. If something goes wrong, I can receive real-time alerts, I can track the progress and make adjustments remotely. Okay, let's open up this bag and see what is in here. First thing up, they got this card that says, "You're one of the first supporters. Thank you." Really nice of them to have a little thank you card in there. They got the instruction manual, the user manual here. Bunch of information about this. Everything from the safety information, product contents, specifications, which we'll go over here in a few minutes. Installation instructions as well. Operation instructions, maintenance, and the warranty information as well. Got a couple screws and looks like a Phillips head screwdriver on both ends there. And I'm not sure what this is. I'll have to look at the instruction manual to figure out what this one is. Let's go over some of the specifications. So the dimensions on this are 19.1 inches by 19.7 inches by 32.6 inches high. Weight is 79 pounds. Capacity up to 2.5 pounds of fresh cut plants or around 5 pounds of dry herb. For power, it's a 110 volt standard outlet, 50 watts. It's Wi-Fi enabled. For the noise level, it's 40 dB. Operating temperature range, which is the temperature in which VCure is designed to function safely and reliably, is 50 to 90 degrees Fahrenheit, which is 10 to 32 degrees Celsius. Temperature range, which is the temperature VCure can be set to, is 50 to 72 degrees Fahrenheit, which is 10 to 22 degrees Celsius. Operating humidity range, the humidity in which VCure is designed to function safely and reliably, is 30 to 80%. Humidity range, the humidity VCure can be set to, 55 to 65%. And it comes with a 2-year manufacturer's warranty. Kind of getting deeper inside here, a couple things I want to show. So as far as these sliding in and out, these are really smooth sliding out. The racking here, I'm not entirely sure the spacing. Let me actually, I know somebody's going to ask, what's the spacing between that? Because obviously when you have smaller buds, it could potentially slide through this. This looks like it's about a 1/4 inch. So under a 1/2 inch on the spacing here. So that's something to keep in mind. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different racks here. And certainly you could take them out as needed. On the bottom here, looks like some sort of a tray. Figure exactly what goes in here. I'm not sure if there water goes in here or what. Looks like there's a fan up top there. And I'm not sure if this is back here. This looks like some sort of filtration. And that looks to be the same little box that I got in the instruction manual here. So it looks like there's an extra box that would slide back there. Door seems to seal up pretty nice. It's kind of similar to like a little mini fridge is what I would say. Let's look at the other side here. Let's flip this around. You can see what the back looks like. So there is some specifications here talking about the model number, capacity, so on and so forth. There's a wiring diagram here. Not sure if I'm gonna need that, but it's there. Got some your usual warnings there talking about things. I'm sure it's normal stuff since this has a compressor in here, which is, from my understanding, similar to like a refrigerator has a compressor. You're gonna see all these components here, which I'm not really familiar with, but I'm sure warnings have to are required on something like this. So here is the power cord. Let's get a length on this actually, because I know some people are gonna be asking about that as well. All right, so about 7 feet on the power cord. Let's turn this back around and we'll plug it in. Okay, so the first thing it talks about is language. So I can scroll down to what language I want. English. Date, November 21st. All right, so looks like options in here. Quick cycle, 8 days. Craft cycle, 14 days. Cure only, 14 days. Cold storage says 0 days. So I'm assuming this would just be storage. Basically, you can just keep your butt in there after it's done drying. You would just keep it and it would continue to store in there for forever, really. I'm just gonna put it on storage for right now. Okay, so it looks like it's on cold storage. If I wanted to switch, I press OK and then go there, press play button, and here we go. So it shows what the temperature is, the VPD, vapor pressure deficit, 1.19, and the humidity is currently at 49%. Now, obviously, it was just plugged in. I'm in a very dry climate. I'm in Las Vegas. It's a desert region. I think humidity in this room right here is probably around 35%. Actually, it is raining out, so it's probably higher now. It's probably closer to 40%. But in here, or at least in the box, it's 49%. And the temperature is 68 degrees Fahrenheit. So what are my first impressions? What do I think about this drying and curing box? Well, I already mentioned, I think it's kind of a game changer being able to put your plant into a box and then come back several days later and it be perfectly dry without over drying it. I think that's really cool. I think it looks very modern, very sleek. Capacity seems to be pretty good. Plenty of racking here. Lighting, as you can see here, looks pretty good. It looks like it's well lit. I like the feature about how the glass switches between clear and frosted with one touch. So that's pretty cool. I love the digital design kind of built into it. I love being able to track everything through my smartphone and control through my smartphone. That's awesome. As far as the noise, it is very quiet. I would say it's probably similar, if not less noise than your traditional mini fridge. But yeah, overall, I think this is freaking awesome. And I'm really excited to start using it. Once I know how it works a little bit, I will go ahead and do another video, I think, of kind of a walkthrough of everything you need to know in regards to how to dry and cure in this unit. I'd love to know in the comment section below, what are your thoughts on this? Do you think a dry box like this is the future or not? Let me know. Also, I will have a link to this product down in the YouTube description section below, along with the discount code, Mr. Grow 15. Remember, that works not only on the VCure, but it works on all Vivosun products on their website or on Amazon. That's pretty much it for this video, guys. Looking forward to reading comments on this one. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll catch you in the next video. Peace out.